Springfield, Ohio are gaining national attention, alleging Haitian migrants are snatching up and eating park wildlife and people's pets. This is Ohio's Attorney General is ordering his office to look into legal ways to curb immigration. Springfield police deny those reports, but do admit the flood of migrants has overwhelmed the city.
Starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
All y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs, and then y'all need to come out here in these streets, and y'all need to go out here and, I'm out here before the police is. Like, y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro.
So what happens whenever our government officials like Joe and Kamal don't listen to us when we tell them there's an issue when it comes to the border? Well, you have something like Springfield, Ohio. Watch.
Claims in Springfield, Ohio are gaining national attention, alleging Haitian migrants are snatching up and eating park wildlife and people's pets. This is Ohio's Attorney General is ordering his office to look into legal ways to curb immigration. Springfield police deny those reports, but do admit the flood of migrants has overwhelmed the city. News Nation's Mills Hayes joins us now with how these claims got started in the first place. Mills?
Hey, Marky, good morning to you. Well, it all started with a city commission meeting just a few weeks ago. But here in Chicago, we've had similar issues. There's been more than 45,000 migrants come into the city, many of them staying at temporary shelters like this one right here behind me. But over in Springfield, Ohio, it's a much smaller population. They've got about 58,000 people that live there, and now they're adding an additional 20,000 Haitian migrants to their population. The city resources are strained, but the problem is being muddled by these claims made by residents who live in the area that police say simply are not true.
They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them.
Those unsubstantiated claims accusing Haitian immigrants of crimes now echoed on the national stage. Republican vice presidential nominee and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance fanning the flames with a social media post pointing at the border czar. And then there's this post on X from the House Judiciary Committee, Protect Our Ducks and Kittens in Ohio. But city officials are rejecting the allegations, saying that there have been no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community. We spoke with Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost earlier, and he says his team is looking into what can be done in court to curb immigrants from coming to Springfield.
Here in Springfield, the city services, the schools, the healthcare system is groaning to the breaking point under the load. This could happen to any city in Ohio. It could happen to any city in America. We need a solution. We need it now.
And city leaders are doubling down on their request for more federal aid from the government to help with this issue of strain on the city resources. They would like to see the pressure taken off the city resources there by the federal government. Marky?
All right, Mills Hayes.
Well, we can start off by not voting blue, right? We don't vote for Tim and Harris because they have not been great on the border, more specifically Harris. We've seen how it's been going the past 4 years. It has not been great, right? They send these people in through a loophole, TPS, temporary protective status, with no plan in Springfield, Ohio. The population of 60,000. And I think that's the real story there, is to use this as an example for why you don't want to vote for these people, because this is going to come to a small town near you, right? It doesn't matter if it's blue state, doesn't matter if it's a red state. If Tim and Harris get voted in, they're going to drop off these, migrants here, there, here, there. TPS, TPS, TPS. And then the fix is they're going to drain us of more taxpayer money, because that's how they solve problems, is by throwing more money at it, which just fuels the flame. It doesn't really solve anything, because people are getting paid right now in California to fix the homeless problem, and it ain't fixed. You know what I mean? So we got to go to Eric Swalwell. And a while back, if you don't remember, Eric Swalwell apparently, allegedly hooked up with a Chinese spy. So he is upset at Jim Jordan because he apparently posted memes of Donald Trump and cats, because Donald Trump's going to save the cats, etc., from Haitians by deporting them all back to wherever they came from. Watch.
Each of you came here today, not easily, but you expected a serious forum. You are serious. This issue is serious. They are not serious. The chairman yesterday tweeted, are the aliens... The chairman yesterday tweeted, when President Trump was in office, the border was secure and illegal aliens weren't eating your pets. He also then tweeted, again, knowing that you're going to come here to talk about your loved ones who were lost, you would expect some seriousness, some gravitas, respect for the people who came here. What in the hell is this? The chairman tweets, protect our ducks and kittens in Ohio, because he goes down some crazy rabbit hole, completely debunked that aliens are eating pets? My God, are you okay, Mr. Chairman? Because last year, for a very long time, you tweeted and promoted Kanye West as he was calling for genocide against the Jews, and you kept it up. And now, when we have victims coming here, you're tweeting this nonsense. I don't know why you would do this. I hope you're okay. I don't know if the aliens who are eating your ducks are in the room with us right now, but Mr. Chairman, this is a serious issue. These people have loved ones who have been lost, and you tweeted this. So I am sorry that you came here expecting seriousness. You are serious. They are not, and you deserve a hell of a lot more than what you're getting from them. And I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. The gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized.
See Jim Jordan, he just like, whatever. Gentleman yields back. It's funny how Eric wants to talk about us not respecting them, but when they come here, they don't respect us, which brings us to our next video. Watch.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for going left to center and a couple miles over, y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive, since the Highway State Patrol knows so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. They need to, y'all pay them, they can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive, because it's getting bro, I'm getting thousands of views on these, and it's going to get bigger, and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs, and then y'all need to come out here in these streets, and y'all need to go out here and I'm out here before the police is. Y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. We got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's deeper than them. I know that's where they come from, and that's what they do. That's their country. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they can't do that over here. And if y'all just getting paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it, I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to really, like, step up. Like, it's lame, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I live at 426 Northwestern Avenue. Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property. But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me, I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status, and you're protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me? I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man, that's deep. 45 years of living in that same home. They raised their children there, right? 45 years, and the city council will not listen to this woman. They will not take her into consideration when they're deciding what to do with these individuals, because at the end of the day, like the other gentlemen say, someone's getting paid. Someone's getting cut a check to sit in those fancy chairs and to just listen to people, because at the end of the day, that's all they're doing is listening. They're not putting any action into place. They're not changing any policies. They're not calling ICE. They're not going to do that because they want to keep their comfortable positions in the city council and continue to cut checks. And all they got to do is just sit there and listen to people complain. So we don't have an actual clip of one of these Haitians actually eating a duck, but we do have this clip of this woman right here. It says right here, according to the criminal complaint, Pharrell killed the cat by stomping on his head and then ate it. Responding to the police officer's query, eyewitnesses confirmed that the accused woman was eating it. Watch.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
So I don't want to hear nothing about them not eating no one's animals or park animals, because I just played you a video that showed proof of a Haitian woman actually eating someone's animal. Thankfully, the police got there and arrested her to stop further animals being victimized and being thrown in some sort of potluck stew or crock pot, right? Which brings us to our next video. Elon Musk actually posted to his Twitter where he's voicing his concerns for these non-citizens not being removed from the voter roll. He writes, they are refusing to remove non-citizens from the voter roll. A lawsuit followed by America First Legal in all these counties, La Paz, Maricopa, Mojave, etc., for failing to remove non-citizens from its voter rolls.
What would you say to Elon Musk if he were sitting right over there right now?
Give us a chance, please. Before posting this, ask.
Musk was posting about a lawsuit filed against Arizona's 15 county recorders by Donald Trump's allies. The lawsuit claims the recorders are breaking state law by refusing to remove from the rolls 42,000 so-called federal-only voters. Under federal law, they can vote in elections for president and other federal offices, but they're not required to provide proof of citizenship. They must check a box that they are eligible citizens under penalty of perjury.
Is it possible there are non-citizens among those 42,000?
It's possible. That would be a violation of the law.
It's a felony.
It would be a felony.
According to elections experts, there's scant evidence of non-citizens registering to vote.
The important part is that federal law does not allow us to remove these people. If you want to change the law, I might even agree with you on that.
There's another federal law blocking the suit. The counties can't systematically remove ineligible voters within 90 days of a federal election. The presidential election is just 60 days away.
And we got a reminder today that social media posts like Musk's can have unintended consequences. After today's interview, Stephen Richer headed to a meeting to prepare for the upcoming trial of a man charged with threatening to kill Richer.
So he's kind of putting out contradictory statements right there. He said it's possible, but then he says the federal government cannot remove them from the voter roll. And there's less than 60 days until the election, and they don't even have to provide proof of citizenship. Now, this is what it's coming to, guys. This is what it's coming to. We had 10 million illegals come into the country since Joe and Kamala allowed them to, right? They were not tough on the border, right? Which is going to be an issue coming in November when American people go to vote. They're going to look at the border. They're going to look at, the immigration situation. They're going to look at this scenario right here with Springfield, Ohio. They're going to look at foreign policy, and they're going to look at abortion. It's almost as if we are second-rate citizens when it comes to people who are not actually citizens in this country. I mean, you're seeing it right there with Springfield, Ohio. These people are going to the city council and they're saying that, hey, it's effed up around here. You guys need to do something in your fancy suits and put feet on the ground and take a look at actually what's going on. Don't look at social media to see what's going on. Put your feet on the ground and go and look. And these people going out there and telling them that, and they're not listening. They're not going to listen because they're afraid they're going to lose their seat come whenever the next election is for someone to replace them. Because you know what happens whenever these people do that, they get replaced because there's someone else who gets backed up by someone that has more money, and that's it for them. They want to have a successful political career, and doing the right thing sometimes is not the right thing for them, which is why their citizens are suffering and are going to continue to suffer, unfortunately. And if you continue to vote blue, any other state or small town near you is going to be looking like this city right here, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe to Buzz Review. Peace.